How you doing, guys? Hope you all are having a good day. Just want to say thank you guys for 100 subs. Let's keep this track going. Just like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so we can see how far we can get the channel go. Maybe by the end of this whole COVID pandemic, maybe at 150, 200, who knows? Maybe even 1,000. Well, anyways, let's jump right into what if Naruto was an angel, part 1. Okay, the setting. Kushina and Minato have been impaled by the Nine-Tails fox, and sadly, even with both of their efforts in vain, Naruto, he was sealed with the Nine-Tails. Sadly, he passed away once once the Nine-Tails were transferred from Kushina to Naruto. And sad part about it is, well, Kushina wasn't even able to see if it happened, if it actually worked, because she died right after it was transferred. And Minato is left by himself, dying, with his wife dead behind him and his son dead in front of him. And he blames himself. He blames the world. He wasn't strong enough to protect his wife, to protect his son, to protect his village. His failure as a Hokage. But out of nowhere, time seems to just stop for some reason. He looks around and he sees everyone around him, but they just stopped moving. And for some reason, he doesn't feel in pain. He doesn't feel tired. He should be on the crossing to whatever afterlife there is, he thinks at least, since he's been impaled, but he feels okay. And out of nowhere, a blinding light from the heavens, from the skies, comes crashing down right in front of him. And before he's able even to blink, there's a impressive figure standing before him. He has to just look up to see this figure, an 8 foot tall man wearing the finest clothing he's ever seen in his life. The finest silk. All his clothing is white with a golden crown with white pearls in it on top of his head, with a magnificent cape behind him, and an insignia of, well, doves on his cape. And for some reason, this being has wings of some sort. They're white, dove-like wings on both his side. And before Minato is even able to question what's happening in his mind, asks this figure what is going on, this impressive, elegant man says, "Hey, Shin, how are you, my old friend?" And Minato, he's kind of wondering what in the world's going on. And he turns his head to the death goddess Shinigami right behind him. And, well, he just says back to him, "I'm doing pretty good, Kami. How is the overworld going for you? I haven't came to visit in, well, at least a few, I'll say 5-10 million years since I've been to the overworld. So it's been a while." And this figure, this tall, handsome man, just stares at Minato and he says, "Hey Shin, what are you doing with this mortal? Why have you been summoned to the underworld?" "Oh, nothing much, brother. Just doing a deal like I always do. These mortals in the underworld, they always love to, make deals with me to seal away their enemies or for some reason that they summon me for. Well, this mortal, Minato Namikaze, he summoned me to seal away one of the nine-tailed beast that was created by the hybrid of Susuke from, well, I believe 200 years ago, give or take." "Oh, that's interesting. Well, hello, mortal. My name is Kami, god of the overworld in this reality, in this universe. Nice to meet you." Minato looks, well, in shock at these two towering beings that he can only call, well, a god. That's the only way he can explain it any way. These two creatures, these things standing in front of him and behind him, this tall man, this monster behind him. That's the only way he can think about a god. So that's the only correct word. And Minato, he looks at this man. He says, "Your name is Kami, correct? What is going on here? Why? So my, why has everything stopped? What's going on here?" Oh, oh yeah, sorry, Mortal. It's my bad. It's part of my contract. Let's just say that way. Whenever I come to the underworld, I have to stop time. It would kind of be bad if mortals like yourself saw a deity of my standing. Because whenever you see me, you always think, you mortals think of some divine miracle or something. And what usually happens is you base whatever you base off of me. It's a miracle that happened, and it gets a bit annoying when all these things I didn't even do, you say it's because it's my fault. It could be a good thing or a bad thing, a calamity or a miracle. And you usually kill yourselves. You kill each other out of spite because you form some type of religion, cult following around me after seeing me. And your world usually dies in the end, so about 2 billion years ago, we kind of made a rule to, well, I would stop time whenever I would come to the underworld, you see. Okay. That doesn't make any sense at all, Kami, but, well, whatever. Well, would you mind stopping this? Stop. Let time move forward so I can just die in peace with my son and wife. Oh, so that's why you're here, Shin. Okay, I see what you're doing here. You want the souls of these two. I can see why. Yeah, I got it. They have a lot of chakra. They would make pretty good souls down in the underworld. Well, the deeper levels of the underworld, I guess. That'll be the correct wording for it. Or let's just say hell. 'Cause that's what these mortals usually call it. Yes, you know the deal, Kami. How it always is, I do deals with these mortals, and, well, I take their souls because you gotta let them suffer for a few million years first before you're really able to devour them. They're like fine wine, you just gotta wait a couple of millennia, a couple of millions of years, and, well, they'll turn out great with their suffering. They'll taste so much better after I eat them. Eat their little souls. And Minato, after hearing these two people talking, he's just like, what in the world's going on? Why is happening? It's just a dream. And Kami picks up on this mortal's thinking in his mind, says, "Oh, sorry, Minato, we're just conversing. No, this is not a dream. Well, anyways, you're gonna die, so you're gonna go to Shin anyways. You're gonna go to hell. That's where all mortals go, no matter what. There's no peaceful, real afterlife. So you just gotta deal with that." Hmm. I guess I just have to deal with that, I guess. Going to hell. I failed my loved ones anyway, so no point going to some happy place. Okay, that's good. You know the deal. So, Minato, I see that your son's dead. Um, I wouldn't mind, would you mind me taking him with me? At least having him. I need how'd you say? Uh, a vessel. I need a vessel for that I can use to transfer my divinity into once I will, uh, let's say, die by another hands of another god. Let's just say it like that. So if you wouldn't mind, can I take him? And a snapping sound. That Shin does, and he says, He uses this to signal his brother. Kami, you know the deal. You can't take mortals as vessels. Like normal, you have to go through actual registration with Father. And you know how many billions of years that takes to get another vessel. I guess they're right, no point in asking. If we're gonna go behind Father, he'll know everything. So of no point. Well, anyways, I have a second question. Minato, I'd like to ask you. I can't I made a mistake a few millennia ago. There's a race of mortals that I created, and I gave them a drop of my blood, of my divinity. If you give a mortal, let me just, I guess I'll have to tell you a little story from the beginning. And well, it may take us a couple of days for me to tell you the whole story, but as you see, time stops, so it seems like you got some time before you die. So where should I start? I guess I'm gonna have to really start at the beginning. At the beginning of time, I guess. Which was about 4 trillion years ago. In you mortals timeline, in your at least your standard, I'll be 4 trillion years, Earth-wise standard time, to make it easy for you to comprehend, Minato. So about 4 trillion years ago, there was one god who stood above all, at least power-wise, and wisdom, and stature, in really every logical way. So yes, I guess you can say he was the king of gods, but there was only five at the time, five other deities besides this one individual. So I guess I should call this individual, he doesn't really have a name, but we all call him Father because he's the father of the universe. He created everything. At one point in time, there wasn't time itself. Time wasn't a concept. It wasn't just, it was just a still, let's say it's a still frame, a still picture that doesn't move. There was nothing, it was just darkness. That's the only way I can describe it. Darkness wasn't even a thing. It wasn't even a concept. It wasn't even an abstract thought. It was just nothing. And suddenly, there he was, Father. And with his all-knowing ways, he snapped his finger, and life, the universe, the other gods, we all appeared suddenly. And he gave us 3 rules, 3 guidelines we have to follow with each and every single one of us. And those 3 rules were: 1. Increase the prosperity of the mortals that you rule over in your realm, in your universe. Rule number 2. There will be no battles against other deities that may destroy or debalance the universes. And rule number 3. If you would like another mortal body after you die, because each and every single one of you has a timestamp, just like the mortals, to make sure you don't get a bloated ego, you will have to come to me and ask for a new form. It can be whatever you desire, but you just have to wait 1 billion years. That's how long you have to wait to get a new body. You can ask me right now if you would like a new body, a new form, but you just have to wait 1 billion years. And during those 1 billion years, you have to increase the mortals, the amount of mortals you have in your realm, their prosperity, and you have to guide them, not directly, only indirectly. You have to increase their livelihood by 25% during that time. And after 1 billion years, if you have not increased the livelihood, the amount of mortals, their prosperity, their quality of life by 25% on each individual planet for each individual species and organisms, from sentient to non sentient organisms, your new vessel will be denied. It will be kept in the divine storage in a cube that I will create right now. If there's a divine cube, an orb. This cube, nothing will come in or out of it without my permission. It's a small box, as you can see, purple, and it's about the size of 4 feet wide, 4 feet tall. Perfect size, 4 feet in all diameters. And I'll store everything that you can ever ask for in here, which I will know whenever you want anything, because I am your father, and I know you in and out because I've created you. And those are my 3 rules, and a rule that I would like to say, which is not one, but just to keep in mind. Don't ever try to talk back to me, to rebel against me, because I know everything about you, everything that you will become, because I'm your master, your creator, your father. I hope that you all respect my rules and respect my wishes. Now you all know your tasks. Now, go across the many universes and many realms and realities, and I want you to help the lives of these mortals that you will create yourself. And every 1 trillion years, I will come by to each and every realm, and each and every universe across the entire multiverse, and I'll give you a ranking on which deity has done the best. And I'll rank you all. And if out of you 5 deities that I've created at this moment, whoever has made the worst universe, I will erase you from reality and replace you with a vessel that you have asked for. I hope you all have a good day, and I will see you in 1 trillion years. Bye, my children. A never snap is done by Father, and we all 5 of us, me, Kami, Shin, and the other 3 of my siblings, were transported to our respective universes and with our respective selves. And we were sent to create mortals, create the universe in all its form, in all this shape that you can see now. And like my father said, we've asked for vessels. Some of us have gained some of us have not. But right now we're trying to increase the mortal level of our universe. Luckily, all of us have. Well, I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.